here at the South Plains Social Club. Action is getting underway at our final table. Big congrats to everybody who's gotten this far tonight, earned themselves a point in one of our final tournaments of this split of the WSOP Series. All in from Ray. He's got the Ducks. Ace-Jack suited for Christian. All in from Christian. Ace-King suited for John George. He's all in as well. Lots of protection indeed, Ray. Ray and Christian both at risk here in our first hand. Getting the pot separated. Here's the race. Deuces, Ace-Jack of Spades versus Ace-King of Clubs. Six, seven, nine, rainbow flop. Second six on the turn. No help for the overs. An ace on the river. John George's Ace-King is going to be good for all of it. Double elimination in the first hand of our final table tonight. Big pot there to start off the final table with John. And just like that, poker goes on into the next hand. Looks like a call from JJ with 6-9 suited in the spades. It's going to be all in from Mike Reed with the ace-9 offsuit. Now 9-6 of spades in a tough position. Only caller. And it's going to be a call from J Deuce. 6-9 of spades is going to see a race up against the ace-9 offsuit. 2-3-5 rainbow, a 4. 2-3-4-5-6. Imagine that. 6-9 of spades. Great run out for J Deuce there. Great game for Mike Reed tonight. Pocket fives. Blinds will be up to 6,000, 12,000, 12,000. Good chance he's going to see a flop here with the pocket pair. He does make the call. Pocket jacks for Joy in the big blind. She's just going to check. Three, 6, 7 rainbow. All in from Joy. Mike with the pocket fives in strange position here. Joy is very short stacked. He's got plenty behind if he did want to see it out. Sounds like a call. He's behind right now, but a flop that favors him. 10 of clubs doesn't help. Neither does the ace of clubs. Pocket jacks are going to hold for Joy. She's going to get a nice double up. Action-packed start to our final table tonight. 3 players eliminated in just as many hands. Ladies for Aaron. Reaching for chips. It's going to be 40,000 to go. And a call from DJ Ricky. He's got a suited king. King, 9 of hearts. Six deuce suited for Mike. Feel he's probably going to get out of the way here. Heads up to a flop. King, 9 of hearts against the pocket queens. Ace, 6, 9. Pair for DJ Ricky. 40,000 and a quick call from DJ Ricky. Now it's 2 pair. Trouble for Aaron. Oh no. He's all in. And a snap call from DJ Ricky. Only one card to help him. The 7 of hearts, or 7 of diamonds is not that card. It's going to be most of what Aaron's got. Pretty hefty dent. Great hand from DJ Ricky. Finding a big double up. Big stacks at the table. DJ Ricky, JJ, J-Deuce, and John George. Currently DJ Ricky in the lead after that last big hand. Now Aaron's first to go, short stacked. He's got King Jack. It's going to be every bit of it. $18.5. It's a call from J-Deuce. King 3 of hearts. Looks like a call from John George as well with the Jack 7 offsuit from the big blind. Just a little bit more for him to call there. 5 deuce 5. They check it to the turn. 9 of hearts, 2 hearts out there now. They check it to the river. And King Jack high is going to be good. Plenty of sweat there for Aaron on his double up. King 10, this time for J Deuce. It's going to be a call from J Deuce. And pocket jacks for DJ Ricky. He's going to raise it to 60,000. Just JJ left to call, and he does. These two have played some of the more high-stakes pots so far at the final table, and a king on the flop. Let's get 60,000 in a call. We're going heads up to the turn. No help for the jacks. They check to the river. The deuce means that pair of kings is going to be good for J2. Great hand, a big pot coming his way. 150,000 chips profit, almost a 300,000 chip pot. It's going to be a call from DJ Ricky with Queen 9 offsuit. King 9 suited for Joy. She's going to stick around. Aaron's going to be all in, but it does not seem to want to accept that John is sticking around. So on the all-in, it's going to be just the callers and DJ Ricky and John George head up on the side. We got King Jack of Hearts versus Pocket Nines versus Queen 9 offsuit, which is going to turn the second pair. A fold from John. And no help for the Pocket Nines. Aaron's going to be eliminated. Great game from him tonight. Ricky continues to climb the ladder. Ricky bordering 400,000 in chips now. In just the first 15 minutes of our final table tonight, we have had 4 of our players eliminated. Non-stop action so far. Ace 6 for Joy. A little bit short stacked. She is not going to fall for the ace rag. Ace 8 suited is going to be good for John George. He'll raise it up to 25,000. Call from J2 with the King Jack offsuit. And Ricky sticks around with 8-7 of diamonds. Deuce 5-6 rainbow. Up and down for DJ Ricky. He bets 30,000. Snap call from John George. He'll be the only caller. Second deuce on the turn. They check to the river. The ace of hearts. A check from Ricky and a bet of 100,000 from John George. Snap fold from DJ Ricky. Not going to find one of the illustrious 9s or 4s hidden throughout the deck to make that straight. Ace 7 for Mike. Under the gun. Pretty rough position. Looks like he's gonna reach for some calling chips though. $24,000 total. The men raise. Pocket 5s for DJ Ricky. He's going to stick around. And all in from Joy. She's found Big Slick suited in the hearts. Now the ace-7 and really tough position. Facing the 3-bet shove. He'll get away from it. DJ Ricky is going to make the call. There it is. Ace-King suited for Joy. Pocket 5s for Ricky. We've got a classic erase. Flop. 2 hearts. No ace, no king. Ace on the turn. 5s are going to need help. And a heart to seal the deal. Joy's going to get a big double up with the Big Slick suited. Sounds like blinds are going to be up again to 8,000, 16. The last blind level before our final player break. Ace-10 for Joy. Mike's just going to check the 10-4 offsuit. Top pair for Joy. She'll bet 30,000. It's going to be a quick fold from the 10-4 offsuit. Joy's on a bit of a roll now. action will be on J2, who has ladies, pocket queens. Most likely going to be a raise here. Up to 70,000. $7-5 offsuit. Not much to hold on to. And it looks like there's not going to be any action for J2 here. Not the worst case scenario. Rather win a little bit than lose a lot. And with pocket queens, all it takes is a king or an ace to lose a whole lot. Baby ace here for Mike on the button. He won't fall for it this time. It looks like they're just going to walk it out to JJ a second hand in a row. In the big blind, doesn't need to bet this time. Now it's Joy with the ace-4. Under the gun. Most likely going to be a fold. Especially now that she's got some chips in front of her. She gets away from it. John George going to stick around on the button with 6-5 of diamonds. All in from DJ Ricky. He's got Queen, Jack of hearts. JJ's made some unorthodox calls already tonight. He's going to put down 5 deuce though. And give it over to DJ Ricky this time. Five players remaining, which means we have reached the bubble. Top 4 will get paid, and of course top 3 will receive extra WSOP points to cap off our WSOP split 1 here. Ace Jack for Mike under the gun. All in for Mike. Ace Queen for Joy. Mike would be at risk and notched if Joy were to find the call here. With Ace Queen, it is not guaranteed, but it's very, very likely. She makes the call. Mike is going to be at risk with the ace jack. He's going to need to find a jack or a bunch of diamonds. Two hearts out there, 4, 6, 8. A jack of diamonds for Mike. He's going to get there. Big hand for him. Really rough run out for Joy with the ace queen. looks like it's going to be a call from DJ Ricky with the King 3 offsuit. And a check from Joy with... Or a call from Joy with Jack 10 and a check from Mike with 7 deuce. This is the Ace of Hearts, that final card on the board. And they're going to check it all the way around, which means that Joy, with 2 pair, jacks and aces with a 10 kicker, is going to take down the pot. Decent rebound after the rough run out last hand. Six five suited for Ricky. He'll make the call. Ace Jack suited for Mike. And it looks like John George going to stick around with Ace 8 offsuit. He's got the 8 of diamonds. King, Queen, Jack. Rainbow. 1 club out there. It's an all-in from Mike. He's got a pair of jacks with the top kicker. But he is not going to find any action. He'll take it down on the flop with a bet. Now it's Mike who's found himself on a little bit of a roll. Ace King for Joy. She's just going to make the call. John George going to stick around with Ace 5. And a check from J2 with the 8-7 offsuit. 3 ways to a flop. Ace 5-8. Almost, well, everybody's got a piece of it. 2 pair for John. 2nd pair for JJ. Top pair, top kicker for Joy. Looks like a bet of 16 from John. Start off the betting. A raise. Looks like 32. John George with a big lead here. Gonna be all of it. JJ quickly gets away from it. Joy's gonna make the call. She's gonna need to find a king. And no king to come. Great game tonight from Joy. With that hand coming to a close, we are at the final 4. We have reached the money. Big congrats to all of our players remaining. We have just about 3 minutes before we head to our final player break. We are pretty evenly split here in our final 4. 2 of our players, Mike and DJ Ricky, at about $250,000 in chips. J2 with 320, and John George with 420. This time it's Ace-King offsuit for Mike. He's going to be all in for 235. Quick fold from John George. Quick fold from J2. And J2 for DJ Ricky. Jack Deuce is not going to make the cut. So there'll be no action from Mike on his shove. It's going to be a raise from John George with the suited queen. Min raise up to 32,000. It's going to be a call suited ace for J2. And a call from Ricky as well. He's got the diamonds. Same as J Deuce. It's going to be trouble if they were to come. 2 diamonds on the flop. 4-9 king. King of clubs. It's a bet of 30,000 again. And 2 callers again. Imagine that. Both on the flush draw. No diamond on the turn. The 8 of spades. Pair of 4s currently good for John George. And they check it down. The jack on the river is going to give it over to DJ Ricky. Rough river card there for John George. None of the diamonds get there. One final hand, they say, before we head off to break. Raised to 32 from John George again. Pocket 6s for Mike. We saw him get aggressive earlier with Ace-King. See how he opts to play the pocket 6s from the big blind. And he is going to make the call. Queen, 3, 4. All in from Mike. Great time to find that bet. He's going to get John George off the big slick. Very nice hand from Mike there to take us into break. Thank you all for watching us so far. We'll be back in just about 15 minutes with more poker action.
least fourth, maybe better. Hang in there.
Yeah.
Try to get first and get 5 points. You know?
If I win, I give 4 points.
5. You get 5. 5 for first place, 3 for second, and 2 for third.
You already got 1.
You already got 1. Everybody gets 1.
They get you cashed out?
Yeah.
JJ's going for a 6-piece.
Not bad for $40. What's a bomb pot? What is that? Y'all heard y'all talking about that? And he said, no, it'll midnight.
Yeah, do you play PLO at all?
Mm-hmm.
So it's 2-board PLO. So you play both boards. If you win the top board and
You get 4 cards.
and someone loses the bottom and someone else wins the bottom, you split.
Oh,
You can win both boards.
Go over there.
Typically, a
Oh,
lot
it
of
doesn't matter for
those
our
spots.
because the stream is on, so they
Yeah, like starting after midnight with the break.
Oh, okay.
So that's all right. You can go a little bit to your right if you want, but it's not a big deal.
I'm gonna go fill a pickup with a diesel while you're all playing. So take your time. Good luck. Have fun. You shut the door?
I'll grab it.
Anybody want anything tomorrow? No?
Thank you. Oh, yes, today we wanted anything from Allsops. Is the button right, JJ?
No one wants to know for cancer.
Probably.
But a treatment
Don't
can
think so. I think I was more
Keytruda is known to treat cancer. FDA approved for 18 types.
Yeah, I remember he was a big one and he min races.
One of those cancers
Yes,
is
yes,
bladder
yes,
and
yes.
urinary tract cancer.
Yeah, mine was 32 and he called and showed us off.
Keytruda may be used with the medicine and fortified with treatment in adults when their bladder or urinary tract cancer spread.
Probably good.
Which one? Well,
Yeah, for 10,000. Just an orange chip will do, or 2 pinks. Got rid of all the small chips. Oh no, there's a meeting at the school. Right at 6.
Keytruda is an immunotherapy and is also being studied in hundreds of clinical trials, exploring ways to treat even more types of cancer. It's true. Keytruda. See all the types of cancer Keytruda is known for at Keytruda.com and ask your doctor if Keytruda could be right for you.
We are soon to return from our final break. Very soon to return. Action is underway. Starting off with a little bit of a hand for J2. And it's just going to be a walk after the bet from J2 with the Jack 10 of spades. Certainly not as much action as the first hand at the final table. It'd be hard to mirror, though. And it's going to be a walk to JJ again. He's got like 4 or 5 tonight. Seems like he's getting aggressive right before that big blind comes to hit him. Way to pay off those ever-increasing blind sizes. And this time, the walk over to DJ Ricky. I feel like that's what happened last time we were talking about all these walks going on. Eight seven for John George and 9-7 for J2. Oh, all in for Mike with the ace 10 is going to be a snap fold from DJ Ricky with the 3-deuce offsuit. Great aggression there from Mike, not letting the 3-deuce find any help on a flop. Suited Jack, Jack 6 of clubs for DJ Ricky. He'll make the call. King 8 of clubs for Mike. And Queen 10 of clubs for John George. It's all about the clubs. There is only one club, but there is a queen out on the flop. Queen high. It's going to give John George top pair. A bet of 20 from Mike and a raise to 50 from John George. DJ Ricky gets out of the way, and Mike's going to get out of the way as well. Could have been a very, very interesting hand had a couple more clubs found their way to the flop. Just the one, just the deuce of clubs. Clubs again for DJ Ricky. He'll make the call. John George going to make the call. 10-7 offsuit. 7-6 offsuit for J2. We're going 3 ways to a flop for the minimum. 80,000 in the pot. Ace 7-8 rainbow. Top pair, best pair, not top pair, for DJ Ricky, but it is going to be a bet of 25 from DJ Ricky. 5 of hearts on the turn. And the bet's going to induce the fold now from John George on the turn. 5 of hearts, not a very good card for John to see. Oh, suited king and the clubs again for Mike. Gets away from it this time. It's going to be a call from J2 and a raise. Quick call. Ace 10 suited for DJ Ricky. Ace 6 deuce top pair for DJ Ricky now. The bet's going to induce a quick fold from J2. Nothing to hold on to on an ace 6 deuce rainbow flop. Ace Queen for J2. See what... Just the call. I was going to say, see what sizing he likes. DJ Ricky's in there with 9 deuce suited. We're going 3 ways to a flop. 5, 6, 8, all spades. Only pair out there for Mike, currently in the lead. He's going to bet the minimum. And they're going to let him have it. Just the 5 needed to take the hand down for Mike. Good way to keep him in the mix. DJ Ricky currently our chip leader. Mike in second place. 317,000 chips for Mike. $20 big blinds for DJ Ricky. It's a pretty monster stack size this late in the tournament. Great place to be. And it's going to be a walk for John George with a 9-7 of diamonds. All in from John George. He's got dinner for 2. It's going to be a quick fold. 7-3 of clubs for J2. Little bit of a move there from John in the small blind. Mike's got the Jeremy special. Not going to show any love this hand. Sneaky little limp with the big slick for John George. Going 3 ways to a flop. Ace, 7, 9, 2 spades. Check it over to John George, who bets 30. He's not going to find any callers. Top's going to take it down on the flop. Suited connectors for John George. It's going to be a raise to 40 with the 8-9 of diamonds. Queen Jack suited for DJ Ricky and King Queen suited for Mike. We're going 3 ways to a flop. Clubs versus hearts versus diamonds. Deuce, Queen, Queen, Rainbow. He checks it down. Over to Mike, who makes it 20 to go. A raise to 50 from John George, who's going to be in trouble. Just the call from DJ Ricky. And then the all-in from Mike. Quick call. Ricky needs to find a jack. King, Queen versus Queen, Jack, both flop trips. Second deuce. And no jack. They're going to split it with the second deuce. They're going to boat up. Queens full of deuces. A miracle 2 on the turn. Something tells me these hearts are not going to be played like the last hearts we saw. No fun, J2. A race to 70,000 with the baby ace from DJ Ricky. And both of the blinds are going to get out of the way. DJ Ricky will take it down with the raise. One minute remaining at 10,000, 20,000, 20,000. It's going to be a call from DJ Ricky under the gun with the ace-7 offsuit. John George is all in with king-jack. King-3 hits the muck very quickly. Ace-7 is going to join it. Great aggression there. It's going to snipe the raise out from in front of Ricky. Or snipe the call out from in front of Ricky, rather. Looks like a call from Mike with the 10-9 offsuit. All in the short stack, J2. He's got king, jack of clubs, 4-3 of clubs for DJ Ricky. Is going to find the muck. As is Mike's hand. Good aggression from JJ is going to save him the trouble of a race. And the blinds will be up to 15,000, 30,000, 30,000. Each hand going to start with 75,000 chips in the middle. All in from John George with the ace-6 offsuit. All but Mike have folded. Mike in the big blind. And we're not even going to get to see Mike's holdings. John George is going to take down the first hand of our nosebleed stakes. Jack 8 of diamonds for J2. This time he's going to be all in. Quick fold from the 10-5 of clubs. Mike's going to get out of the way. And ace-6 for John George. We've seen what he did last hand with it. Calling is a lot harder to do with the ace-6 offsuit. But he does. He is going to be in the lead. 3-7 deuce. Jack is going to switch it up, and no help on the river for John George. It's not going to be everything, but it's going to be a pretty good dent in the stack. 207,000 of his chips going J2's way. Ace-5 from Mike on the button. Just the blinds to act behind him. He's going to get away from it. All in, Jack 7 suited. And it's the 10-5 again that makes the fold. Nice rebound of 60,000 chips for John George after that last hand. Miracle on 4th Street for J2, catching his jack. Queen 10 suited for J2. He's going to make the call. Looks like a raise to 90 and all in and a snap call from the King 7 of Hearts. Just 62,000 more for DJ Ricky. King on the flop. Queen 10 turns Broadway. Ace of clubs on the turn. What a massive pot. Now J2 in a big lead over the rest of the players at our table. Assuming everything is right here. It looks like it's going to be a little more than 60,000 in front of DJ Ricky. Probably closer in the range of 90,000 there. If not just over 100. But most of our stacks starting to dwindle. And we see the tower has now been erected in front of JJ. All in with the ace-6 offsuit again for John George. King-queen for J2. The ace-6 has run into trouble in J2's unders before. Especially with all the newfound chips. J2 has plenty of chips there to make the call with. He decides not this time. No one wants to play with John George this hand. He's going to just take the 75,000 chips. Pocket 7s for J2 now. Raised to 75,000. Queen 9 suited hits the muck. I feel 7-5 suited's gonna join it, but it is one of J2's 7s. But we will not see a flop. It will not matter that one of his 7s hit the muck. He's going to take it down pre-flop. What a stack. Ever growing also. Not showing any signs of slowing down at this point. Pocket jacks for Ricky now. It's going to be every bit of it. Ace 3 hits the muck, as does 5 deuce suited. Now it's no action for DJ Ricky. Chips just make their way around the table. He's going to love seeing that he gets the walk there. No sweat with the jacks. And now, lucky him, he gets to pay the big blind with his newfound winnings. Baby ace for Mike this time. Under the gun. Usually a fold from him here. But it looks like he's reaching for some chips this time. Pocket jacks for J2 this time. JJ loves the fish hooks. Up to 90,000. Now Mike in some trouble with the baby ace. If he were to call, all he would need to find is that big card, though. Be half of his stack to call. He's going to find the fold. And J2 is going to take down another one. This one for even more. 90,000 in the middle that time. Seems like his stack only gets shorter when he makes bets. Fold around. Just give the walk over to Mike. He's got the Robbie. Just the 15,000 out from other players when you get the walk in the big blind, but it is the relief of being returned the massive big blind and ante. 60,000 at this point in the tournament, soon to be 80,000. Ace queen for J2 this time. He's catching all sorts of hands here. A raise to a clean 100,000. Queen jack for Mike. All in. Snap call from the ace queen. Mike is going to be at risk and in need of a good amount of help. We saw Queen 10 was able to find Broadway earlier. Queen jack's going to need to find it this time. Or a jack. Jack would do the job. Assuming we could dodge aces and queens. 5, 7, 8 on the flop. 6 on the turn and a 6 on the river. Ace queen is going to hold. Great game tonight for Mike. He's going to earn himself $120 with his fourth place. Great to see Mike making his way more and more often to the final table and ever deeper into these tournaments. Friday will not be our regularly scheduled free roll. We'll be running the Valentine's Day Tag Team Tournament here at South Plains. I believe it's a $130 entry. Looks like all in from John George for $195. And he's not going to find any callers. King 10 suited will get it done pre-flop. Ace 6 of clubs this time for John George. Seems like a call from DJ Ricky, Ace 3 offsuit. $60-40 in favor of John George here with the suited ace. Flop 10-9-10. King on the turn means we're going to have us a chop. John George battling for position on our ladder in our WSOP series, right on the verge of our top 9, who will be guaranteed a spot at a satellite tournament for the 2025 WSOP Main Event later this summer. A first place victory tonight would all but guarantee it, but he would have to take down the immovable object J2 and his 885,000 chips in front of him. It'll be easy to take down when he's got hands like 10-5 offsuit, but something tells me he won't see the flop with it. Ace 5 offsuit might just see a flop though. Deuce 6-9, 2 spades out there. All in and a call with the deuce. DJ Ricky at risk. Unless an ace comes on the river. Miracle ace. Some would say ace from space for DJ Ricky. He's going to stay alive. Another big double up. Seems like some loving words from around the table for Matt the dealer. Up to 20,000, 40,000 this hand. All in from John George with the Jack 6 of clubs. Gonna induce the fold from J2. Take it down pre-flop. John George, even though he's been going head-to-head with DJ Ricky, for better or worse, mostly for worse for him so far tonight, is still in second place. DJ Ricky trying to claw his way back into the game here. Jack 9 for John George. All in again. 7-3 hits the muck from the small blind. But King 4 is going to make the call. DJ Ricky's gotten over, but he is at risk again. 855, 2 hearts. 9 for John George. And no king means DJ Ricky will be eliminated in third place. Great game from him tonight. It seems he might not quite be out of chips. He's got a little bit behind there.
It's just been the worst hand has won every time, right? Or it's been the worst hand. I think the worst hand won every time.
King Rag for J2. Hits the muck. Pocket 8s for Ricky. And a call from John George with 10-6. He's gotten over. Gonna need to find a 10 to knock DJ Ricky out once and for all.
He said that it's all skill from here. Best hand was every time.
8 on the flop. And no help for John George. DJ Ricky has John George's number in the final hands of tonight's final table. All in after all in. When he needs it, when he doesn't, DJ Ricky is finding it. It's going to bring DJ Ricky up to about 150,000 in chips. And it's going to be a walk for J2 with the 5 deuce. He was just barely edged out there by Ricky's 6-4 offsuit. And this time, the walk over to DJ Ricky, who just barely had J2 edged out with the 7-4 over the 7-3. Uncanny fold there from J2. I don't know how he does it. King Jack suited for J2. Far less likely to hit the muck pre-flop. It's going to be up to 75,000 to go. It's going to be a raise up to 80,000, sorry. Looks like a call from DJ Ricky and a call from John George. 10-6-9 is the flop. John George finds 2 pair. Gut shot for J2.
He's also got a flush draw.
9. Full house on the turn. John George is going to take it down, and a big pot for him. I believe he's going to have just about 530,000 chips in front of him now. He'll be just about neck and neck with J2. DJ Ricky still fighting. A bit of the chaos variable at the table right now. Not going to gamble with the 10-7 offsuit. No action for JJ, who has ace-jack.
Heavy flop.
John George is going to get away from his hand fast. Ace-10 for J2. He's just going to make a call. DJ Ricky with king-jack is all in. And of course, a quick call from the ace-10. DJ Ricky at risk. He's going to need to find some help. The form of a king or a jack. King on the flop for DJ Ricky. As long as he can dodge an ace, he does. DJ Ricky keeps fighting. Still around. The gift that keeps on giving at tonight's final table.
Poker's so funny, right?
Poker is something else. Good news for J2. He's not going to get in any trouble with 8 deuce. All in from DJ Ricky with the ace-9 offsuit. And John George is going to get away from the suited jack. Jack 3 of diamonds. Just going to give this one over to the menace at the table right now. Earlier I said that J2 was becoming the immovable force with 800,000 in front of him. Maybe it's been Ricky all along.
Tiebreaker. I walked you 3 times in a row. The first time your hand sucked, the second time it was good.
8-6 suited. That time on the walk for J2. If you're going to find 8 high, finding it when you're getting a walk is a pretty good time to find it. And this time the walk goes DJ Ricky's way. King 10 of diamonds. Big slick for J2 now. All in for 260.
Oh, wow.
Pocket kings for John George.
Wow.
An ace on the river. What a series of runouts for John George. Just as sick as it comes. Ace from space again. J2's going to find a lot of those chips he was missing.
Wow.
And for the first time in a while, DJ Ricky is no longer our short stack. all in from John George is going to induce the fold from J2. And John George will start climbing his way back up as DJ Ricky has. Certainly not impossible. We've seen people with shorter stacks win and win and win and win. $270 from John George. He's all in again. DJ Ricky's got pocket queens. He's always going to be calling here. Queen, 9, Jack. 10, King, a chop. What a run out. Both with the King high straight. Oh my word. Miracle cards, nightmare cards, action cards. If nothing else, we have diversity. What an insane set of hands that these three have survived through. Just the last, I guess it's been about 40 minutes now since break. Oh, I'm big cheesing out in the studio right now. All in from DJ Ricky with King 10, Queen 6. Gonna be a pretty devious call from John here. Bit of mind games from DJ Ricky. Multiply your equity by 2, he says. John George not going to fall for it. We are up to 30, 60, 60. Massive, massive blinds now. Talked about having those 20 big blinds earlier. Now we look at the stacks. First place has 8. Oh, how nice it would be to be back with 20 big blinds in front of you. 9-3 suited. Looks like a call. Ace 7. It's going to be. Oh, it looked like it was not a call. Need to get used to those massive, massive small blinds. A little bit oxymoronic, right? Small blind for 30,000 chips. Starting each hand with 150,000 chips in the middle. Big slick for John George. No action for the big slick. John George just going to get the 150,000 chips in the middle. Boo-hoo. Pocket 6s now for J2. You might get to see some action for the first time in a while. Just going to be the call. And a check from 10-6 offsuit from John George, holding one of those outs for J2, and a 10 on the flop. 6 is no good. And an all in on the turn. The 5 of clubs. That's a interesting card for J2 to see him shovel in on. Of course, one of the only cards in the deck that he has beaten that 5. If it were that he had a sense that John had a 5, but it feels like John might have something a little bit better. He's going to take down a nice pot. Good fold there from J2. Blind level 19. We have made it up to just on the verge of 21. It looks like DJ Ricky all in with the suited ace. Ace 9. Oh. Ace 10 is almost undoubtedly going to make the call. DJ Ricky with just about half of what J2 has. Okay, we've heard it once before, at least once. DJ Ricky at risk against the ace 10 of J Deuce. 7, 6, 3, 2 clubs. 10 of clubs. DJ Ricky finds a flush on the turn. The battle continues. Putting the jacket on was the key. Similar to the prepay. Some of you might be familiar with the superstitious all-in actions, all-in antics even, in poker. DJ Ricky, unkillable here. Matt seems to be getting as tired as the poker players are. All in with the 10-5. DJ Ricky with King 10. Ooh. He got away from it. DJ Ricky's kicking himself, especially because J Deuce showed him. Oh. He did fold. Definitely have to go with your gut when you win everything that you feel like might win. Seems when DJ Ricky puts his chips in the middle, they come back with friends. Pocket queens now for J2. He's all in again. DJ Ricky with King 10.
Now I got King 10 again.
Oh. Here we go. All in again. It's close. Ace on the flop. DJ Ricky needs a king. No king to come. Now they'll have to see very close in chip stacks whether or not DJ Ricky has finally met his end. It sounds like DJ Ricky calls rebate. It is not over yet.
Y'all made a comeback.
It's anybody's game. It's a really, really crazy final table. We went from losing 3 players in the first 3 hands of the final table to the final 3 players playing for 50 minutes. Ace Queen for DJ Ricky. Ace 6. Looks like a raise from John George. Maybe
Fold, JJ called, right?
JJ seems to have cards in front of him too. I can barely see.
Yeah, he called. Hey, that's his favorite hand.
Oh, it looks like DJ Ricky went all in. They check the turn. DJ Ricky with the top pair. Queens and threes, actually. And it is DJ Ricky who finds the chips again.
Hate that.
Looks like John George shorter than it seems. He's going to make the call with 10-6. Looks like all three of us seeing a flop again. King Jack in the lead for DJ Ricky. 8, deuce, 9. Gut shot for John George.
Good shot for JJ, too. We got each other shots.
All in and a call. John George. Gut shot to the jack for J2. And J2 is going to hold with his jack high. Or jack kicker, pair of twos. Great game from John tonight. It was more than just average poker that brings us to where we are now. DJ Ricky heads up against J2. Ricky will be in the big blind. Queen Jack, first hand. All in from J2. It seems like all in from DJ Ricky. He's got something of clubs. Jack 8 of clubs versus Queen Jack. Oh my gosh, he flopped up and down, but no help this time. So it will be J Deuce at the end. He will take it down. He had the massive chip lead earlier in the final table, and then DJ Ricky happened. DJ Ricky happened to everybody. It was an incredibly hard-fought game tonight. Insane runouts. Sometimes for DJ Ricky, sometimes not for DJ Ricky, but most of the time for DJ Ricky. With that being said, the stream is drawing to a close. The action is over. Big congrats to our winner, J2. Thanks, everybody, for watching and playing in the game tonight. We'll see you.